let's bring in Hatem Bazian. He's a lecturer in Middle Eastern languages and cultures at the University of California, Berkeley. He joins us live now from there. Hatem, good to have you with us. So, look, I mean, we know that even before this current war, Israel has targeted education facilities inside Gaza. Why do you think Israel continues to destroy Gaza's education infrastructure like this? What's behind this?
Well, considering that Israel right now is facing an accusation of genocide in the International Court of Justice, it seems that there is a deliberate intent to degrade, to destroy the academic infrastructure in Gaza in such a way to make it impossible for normal life to come by. And we're having two things that are taking place simultaneously. One is the destruction of the physical infrastructure, while simultaneously also killing a large number of individuals that are within the academic arena. Presidents of universities have been killed, deans of departments, professors, and as such, I think it would fit within the preview of the Genocide Convention, particularly Article 2, Section 2B, okay. Causing serious bodily or mental harm would fall within the scope of what the Israeli military is doing in Gaza.
Hatem, just talk us through briefly how important these universities are in terms of educating Palestinians who attend classes and try to improve their lives under extremely difficult conditions.
One has to remember that the Palestinians have always celebrated education, and it was one of those elements that in Gaza, where 70% are refugees, and you could speak of it in Jordan, the West Bank, that one way for upward mobility, one way for a person to make something out of a disastrous conditions was through education. So literally, it's the backbone of the Palestinian society. So destroying and targeting the academic infrastructure, I've been using the term increasingly that we're facing an academic genocide, that it is literally almost decapitating the Palestinian civil society and the capacity of Palestinians to actually make meaning out of their life through education.
Yeah, and that's, an important point you make.
Thousands and thousands of students.
Yeah, and that's an important point you make, Hatem,
because students without access.
Because many observers say this isn't just about Israel destroying educational facilities. It's all part of the Israeli destruction of the very culture of Palestinians.
Well, absolutely. Again, this is at the foundation of society. Now, in other wars, studying and looking at other wars, usually you have a building from a university that gets damaged by an errant shell, or sometimes a rocket that falls in the university environment, but nothing comparable to the deliberate blowing up systematically universities, where at least both the Israel University, the University of Palestine, where detonating devices were put throughout the building, and in an instant, not only that the buildings have been blown up, but the future horizons of Palestinians in Gaza is wiped out in front of our eyes.
Hatem, let me get a final thought from you. I mean, the United Nations is warning that the destruction of Gaza will lead to what it calls a lost generation of young people. What more, then, should the international community be doing to stop the destruction of Gaza's academic infrastructure and also hold Israel to account?
Well, I'm very critical of university presidents and deans here in the United States, and there was complete, utter silence to the damage that has been inflicted on Palestinian universities. And I think I'm hoping that the conflict will come to an end soon. And as it comes into the end, we need to actually think of ways to fill the gap for Palestinian students for rebuilding these institutions in the short period of time ahead of us.
Hatem Bazian, really good to get your thoughts and your analysis. Thank you very much indeed for talking to us.